Hello, everyone. My name is Nastya, Senpai Group co-CEO. Today is an exceptional day to have this opportunity to join European Online Forum within Waic 2021. Today's speaker is one of the fathers of microelectronics, especially in 20th and 21st centuries, for his outstanding achievements. He is an inventor of the microprocessor and touchpad, the founder of Waic and Synaptics Incorporated. Let me introduce Federico Faggin.
Well, thank you, Nastya. I mean, it's a pleasure to receive this award. And if I look back in my 50+ years of work, I have to say that the silicon gate technology, the MOS silicon gate technology, which I developed in 1968 at Fairchild, was a major accomplishment because it changed the way we do integrated circuits, and it made possible the microprocessor, which I then did at Intel in 1970. And my life has been blessed really by not only the technological life, but also by the entrepreneurial life, because there I learned new things that would have been impossible if I stay an engineer. So, and then later on, my life moved into a new direction, which is the direction of the study of consciousness, which really has opened up a complete new ideas about the nature of reality. So I'm very pleased to be here and to say a few words also, since you asked me, about my career.
Thank you, Federico. It's a really big honor for us. And now, also here, we have Davide Calì, founder and CEO of Expand, official partner of Waic 2021 and organizer of the first European Online Forum. We in Synaptics could be not prouder to join the journey with you to make this event happen.
Thank you, Nastya, for introducing us so nicely. And Federico, I'm very honored to present you with the First EOF Fellow Award during Waic 2021 in recognition of your unique contribution in the development of AI. Your early work in microelectronics influenced dramatically the development of the modern computer age, but you also have been a pioneer of neural network. Maybe not everyone knows that you chose the name Synaptics because, as you told me, your initial plan was to work on visual neural networks. And today with your foundation, you're working on shedding a light on the very essence and nature of human consciousness.
Yeah, I mean, that has been an unexpected turn of events for me because when I started working on neural networks, I felt that goes back to 1986. I wanted to use emulation of neural networks using floating gate transistors, in which case with a single transistor, we could have a multiply, in addition, a long-term storage of synaptic weight. And so we could do much more computation per second than was possible in 1986. And I also felt the neural networks were the way to go, although most of the AI community thought that was a bad idea. But as you know, 10 years ago, we turned the corner as we could do simulations at much higher speed than was possible before. That all that technology became very, very important and changed the way that we do artificial intelligence today. So I'm very happy to receive this award, and I'm looking forward to a major developments in AI, but also in the ethics of AI, which is foundational for the proper use of this new technology.
Thank you again, Federico. We are truly excited having you. And if you don't mind, I would like to take these chances to ask you a few questions. Your microprocessor Intel 4004 was the first central processing unit that changed computing forever. And I have to tell you that you inspired generations of engineers and IT professionals all over the world. Three of my really good friends have built their first computers on your microchip, and they're really big fans. So like, thank you for all your contribution, and thousands of devices such as traffic lights, laptops, and cell phones would not exist without CPU. So this is really a significant thing you have done. I know that in the 80s, you have started your research in artificial neural networks and have developed the technology for creating cognitive computers by emulating brain structures. Tell us, how did it all begin? How did you develop your first interest in artificial intelligence?
Yeah, well, my interest in artificial intelligence started in the late 70s. In the late 70s, I was asking myself, it doesn't seem to me that the brain processes information like our computers. I was interested in trying to find out, so I started to read books about how the brain works and so on. And it became really very clear that the brain doesn't do the things that we do. The brain is, the biological neural networks of the brain are organized completely differently than we organize our systems. And so for me, that was a good start. And then there was the invention of the backpropagation, which was a way to have neural networks of more than one layer learn, which I became aware of. And with that, it was possible now to begin to consider using neural network for the type of pattern recognition that no one knew how to solve. Handwriting recognition, face recognition, and so on, which were impossible to do with conventional methods, the expert systems. Expert systems was the technology that was promoted in those days, but expert systems rely on our ability to understand the rules that we use to recognize, and we don't. We basically do it pretty much like AI does it, but with neural networks, which are much more perfection and much better than what we use in computers. So that was the beginning, and that led to the touchpad, the touch screen, those ideas that came through that beginning. So I really think that neural networks have changed the way we understand how to do pattern recognition, and they offer a fantastic opportunity. But also, we had to be careful because they also offer opportunity to do some harm. So we had to use this technology quite wisely.
Yeah, this is amazing, and I really study like my research. Of course, it's not 20 years of your research, but I really want to learn more, and I hope with your book it will be much more easier for me too. So just symbolically, may I say, as one of the fathers of microelectronics, together with your understanding of consciousness, what is your advice to new generations working in the field of artificial intelligence?
Well, my advice is to, first of all, to recognize that what AI can do today is a very small part of what we do. There is the tendency today to believe that AI can do better than us. We can create systems that can be autonomous and so on. All that, I believe, is not possible because AI has none of the extraordinary capacities that we have through our consciousness. our consciousness is the ability for us to know through what we feel, feeling and sensations. That's how we know. And feelings and sensations do not exist in computers. Computers are machines. Machines without any feelings, machine without any comprehension. And so the limitation of AI are the fact that there are none of the characteristics of consciousness, such as emotions, thoughts, especially the creative thoughts, the imagination, the ability to look at the world and look at our own experience from a position of a witness. We can witness our experience. A computer doesn't even have an experience, never mind witnessing it. That is the capacity of consciousness. Consciousness leads us to learn about our spiritual dimension, the fact that we can feel ourselves as part of the universe, as part of a totality of existence. And that is nothing that a computer can do. So we have to use AI ethically, and we have then to see that AI doesn't lead us to be machines, but should lead us to be leaders of AI through the consciousness that we have. So that's fundamental.
Yeah, this is a great advice, and I think it's a big way to learn more and to develop in this industry for further generations. So, like, big goal, I think. Maybe last question for me. Do you think the development of artificial intelligence technology could lead us to an accurate understanding of what global consciousness really is? And is this something we should expect to happen in near future?
Yeah, definitely. We will find that as we develop more and more especially in the robotics field, which of course depends crucially on artificial intelligence, we will find that there are things that robots cannot do. Exactly the things that I mentioned earlier, the capacity to understand. We understand, and understanding is not algorithmic, goes beyond algorithms. And that's fundamental. We understand the situation, and so we can find creative solutions. Creative solutions are also non-algorithmic. So we think that everything is an algorithm, but even biology is not an algorithm. Biology is based on quantum classical systems, not classical systems like computers. So here again, we are underestimating what life is and what consciousness can do. And in some ways, people will find out, because clearly many of the things that we do cannot be done by a computer, by artificial intelligence. So in some ways, even those who believe that AI can do the great things that they're talking about will find that it's not possible, that they will find the limit of a mechanism. And so, on the other hand, AI can do things that can be very dangerous, as well as things that can be very good. So the ethical use of AI is foundational. And so my hope is that people will use this capacity with thinking about the consequences, and not as as helping cybercrime, which is already a major problem that we have today. So we have to, and again, ethics is about consciousness. It's not about algorithms. It is not about machines.
I totally agree with you. And like on our European Online Forum, we also have a panel discussing especially ethics part of artificial intelligence and how it influences actually our life, and how it should be measured and changed, like to protect us from all these consequences that really can harm society in general. So this is really a very important part and very important thing that you mentioned in the end, and I'm really thankful for this. And in general, I want to say that this like few minutes was amazing for me, and I'm really glad to have you as one of the keynote speaker at European Online Forum, and it's really great to present you our European Online Forum Fellow Award. So now, like. Last words from Davide.
Okay.
My last
okay.
one.
Yeah. I hope it will be memorable. No, actually, I will be short. And thank you, Nastia, for this great interview and your hosting. And thank you again, Federico, for joining us. And I really look forward to see all of you next year in person, hopefully, because it's been too much time we cannot travel. At the WAIC, of course, and the European Online Forum. Thank you, everyone, and thank the audience that is watching us right now.